Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Most welcome guests. My name is Jose Garcia, and today I'll be presenting on the meaning of freedom. Can somebody help me out here? What does freedom mean to you? Can somebody help me out? What does it mean?
The ability to choose whatever you want to.
Okay, that's a good one.
What do you say?
Well, technically, that's what I'm going to be talking about today. I want to take you back to 1944, middle of World War II, into a concentration camp, where Dr. Victor Frank is in prison. He's sentenced to 2 years of concentration camps, and he actually experienced and actually saw and saw the tortures of being in a concentration camp. And he actually developed a theory called logotherapy. Logo meaning vision, therapy meaning therapy, right? Basically meaning a therapy with vision, having a vision to recovery, having a vision, a purpose to get better. And he actually wrote this book called A Man's Search for Meaning. And in the book, he explains how during the concentration camps he learned 3 things about freedom. And those 3 things are choosing them. Those three things are freedom. Sorry, got messed up. Those 3 things are the ability, happiness. You cannot buy happiness or pursue happiness. The second thing is you cannot. Happiness is a choice. And the third one is you choose your own responses. You are able to choose your own responses. So to begin with, the first thing that Dr. Victor Frank talks about in his book is the ability, you cannot buy happiness. Now, when I think about buying happiness or pursuing happiness, I think about like, hey, if I get this computer, or if I get this car, or if I have this X amount of money in my bank account, or if I go out with this guy or with this girl, then I'll be happy. Come on, guys. How many of you have ever thought about that? I'm not the only one, right? Or am I? Am I the only human here? Everybody has thought about that. We think that happiness, that we'll be happy once we got X. We think, well, we're going to be happy once we achieve this. Or we think we're going to be happy once we do this, or buy this, or have this. Why is that? Because we are trained in a consumerist society. We think that we can buy happiness once we win the lottery, we're going to be successful, we're going to have X amount of friends. But in reality, by show of hands, I want to see how many of you have actually achieved some of the goals that you have, and you have not felt happy after achieving that goal or buying that thing. That leads me to my second point. He argues that happiness is not bought, but is trained like a muscle. You train happiness. How? By exercising by doing a spiritual exercise called gratitude. You have to be grateful for what you have. Grateful that you are here today in Toastmasters right now. Grateful for the job that you're currently working on. Grateful for the car that you are driving today. Grateful for the clothes that you have. Grateful for the fact that you went on a 4th of July, on a rope, on a boat, and fell down. You gotta be grateful for all the little things and the little things that you have at the moment, and be able to maximize that. That in itself is gonna bring you happiness. Not necessarily the latest MacBook Pro or MacBook Air you have. And that leads me to my last one. As my colleague here, fellow Toastmaster president, said, freedom is a choice. The ability to choose your own response under any given circumstances. In this case, Victor Frank was in a concentration camp. He was there for 2 years. He experienced so many tortures. He got to see a lot of people die in the process. And he says that the number one reason why people survive in a concentration camp is not because of the amount of food they had, or the amount of knowledge they had, or how strong they were, but the hope that they were going to be better in the future than what they were in the present. They weren't dwelling on the past on the how great the past was, but on how great the future is gonna be after getting through this experience. You have the ability to choose to be happy. You have the ability to forgive other people. You have the ability to construct, to build a better future than what you currently have. Think about this. Why do you think we go to school for? Because we want a better future. Animals don't have that ability. You don't see animals going to training school to build a road. You don't see animals getting trained to build, buildings. Animals don't have that ability. That's only a human ability, the ability to envision the future and to create. And that's a God-given ability that every human has. So to conclude this presentation, thank you for bearing with me. First things, you don't buy happiness. Happiness is not attainable by the things that you have or the things you don't have. Whether you're in a concentration camp or you're in a palace, happiness is by having a grateful heart for the things that you currently have, for the friends that you have, for the relationships and the family members that you have and the food that you have. And the last thing, no matter where you are right now, you choose your own response. And remember, at the end of the day, that's what freedom is.